Freud's defense mechanisms are unconscious psychological processes that help individuals cope with anxiety and conflict. These mechanisms allow people to deal with internal and external pressures that might otherwise overwhelm their conscious mind. Freud theorized that defense mechanisms are vital for maintaining psychological equilibrium as they protect the individual from distressing emotions or thoughts. These mechanisms distort or deny reality in some way, making the situation feel less threatening. The most basic and well-known defense mechanism is repression, where distressing thoughts or memories are pushed out of conscious awareness. For instance, a person might repress memories of a traumatic event to avoid the pain associated with them. Another defense mechanism is denial, where a person refuses to accept the reality of a situation. For example, someone who has lost a loved one might deny the death, refusing to believe it happened, to avoid the associated grief. Other defense mechanisms include projection, where an individual attributes their own undesirable feelings to someone else, and rationalization, where they offer logical explanations to justify their behavior instead of facing the true emotional reasons behind it. Displacement is another mechanism in which emotions or impulses are directed away from the original source of distress to a safer target. For example, a person who is frustrated with their boss might take out their anger on a family member instead. Sublimation, a more adaptive defense mechanism, involves channeling potentially destructive impulses into socially acceptable activities. For instance, a person with aggressive impulses might channel that energy into competitive sports or creative outlets. Freud's defense mechanisms have been central to psychoanalytic theory, and while some of his ideas have been criticized or refined over time, they continue to be influential in understanding how individuals handle anxiety and psychological conflict.